Let me talk more about this possible delivery of the Patriot missile system to Ukraine. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo joins me. Mr. Secretary, is the Patriot missile system a game changer?
Well, good morning, Stuart. It's really important. It's important that we allow the Ukrainians to defend themselves from these attacks on their civilian infrastructure. Remember, this is a defensive weapon system designed to take out short-range ballistic missiles, incoming aircraft, drones, kind of like the ones that your reporter was speaking about. We should have provided the system to them a long time ago. We would have saved an enormous amount of Ukrainian lives. But just as importantly, Stuart, we would have ended this war more quickly. To the extent Vladimir Putin believes that he can inflict enormous pain on the civilian infrastructure in Ukraine, he is going to continue to fight. This tool will convince Vladimir Putin that we are prepared to help the Ukrainians defend themselves. We will actually allow them to defend themselves, and it will bring this war to a much more hasty conclusion than if we didn't provide this system.
What else should we send them?
Oh, goodness. I don't know precisely the needs of the Ukrainian military, but to the extent we can provide them the tools that protect their civilian infrastructure, protect civilians, give them the capacity to defend their major cities through this, what will be an incredibly difficult winter, we ought to do that. But, Stuart, we ought not to lose sight of the fact that the Europeans haven't done remotely enough. They have weapon systems, they have tools, they have financial resources. The Germans, the French, these are wealthy nations. We should be in their face demanding that they do more to protect Europe. We began this effort because we understood Vladimir Putin wasn't going to stop just at Ukraine, and I believe that is true. His intentions were far deeper. The Europeans need to continue to take on this fight, continue to resource this fight, because this is essentially an invasion of Europe, and the Europeans have that responsibility in the first instance.
Are the Europeans scared? Are they intimidated here? They're scared of Russia?
Well, we should break that down just a little bit. We talk about the Europeans as if they're just monolithic. There's just one. The Romanians, the Poles, the Eastern European countries understand this threat. It is much closer to them. And the French and Germans have for decades underinvested in the capacity to be an important European defense partner and an important partner in NATO. We tried for 4 years, Stuart, to convince the Germans and the French to underwrite NATO, to underwrite their own defense. We made some progress, but not nearly enough. I think what the invasion that Vladimir Putin has conducted has demonstrated to them is this risk is real. I hope they'll get that message, and they will, not for tomorrow, not for next month, but for the next years, continue to do what it takes to restore deterrence. That's what we did for 4 years, Stuart. Yep. We lost that deterrence. We need to get it back, and frankly, the Patriot missile system being deployed will help us get deterrence back.
A quick question, if I may, on TikTok. A group of lawmakers has unveiled a bill to ban TikTok nationwide. Should we do that? A total ban on TikTok?
Give me an amen for that, Stuart. I've been working on that for an awfully long time. I tried to get it done while I was in service in the Trump administration. I couldn't. I've also seen some governors say that TikTok can't be installed on apps on their government systems. Good for those governors. This is a tool of not only information gathering for the Chinese Communist Party, that is, they're grabbing kids' information off their phones, off their devices, and storing it in their military systems, their intelligence systems, but it's also a propaganda tool for the Chinese Communist Party. We shouldn't let it inside the gates. We should ban it, as we should with many Chinese technologies that are being used here at home.
Mr. Secretary, please don't be a stranger to the show. We'd love to see you again real soon. Thank you, sir.
I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Stuart. Have a good morning.